Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Fat People. And once again, I have to smack around the wrong people for their stupid wrongness because they're apparently on their periods. So, the other day, in a live stream, Elise S. was being an absolute country without a re. From top to bottom. From the start of the fucking thing to the end of it. And at some point, somebody, not me, said to her, God, are you on your period or what? Okay? Oh my Lord, may the heavens rain blood down upon us. Because why? After she continued being like that, I said I had the gall to say, maybe you are on your period. After all, when he said, are you on your period or what, instead of saying either no or don't reduce me to my period or something, she complained about how bad her periods are. So it was a perfectly reasonable thing for me to say. I will also note, I am never one to ever say that shit, right? I don't say, maybe you're on your period. If I do say it, I'm just as likely to say it about myself or any man as I am about any woman. And in this case, I didn't say it. I followed up on something somebody else said. When I saw this comment today saying, timestamping and saying you're giving Melissa Talks a leg to stand on, it's like, fuck you, you fucking tard. Fuck you, you tard. Because, of course, the reason it's wrong to say something like that is because it's taking a woman's words and saying, I don't need to listen to what you're saying, and the words and the legitimacy of them, because you're on your period. That's what makes it wrong, okay, to say that. Except we weren't saying that. We were just using a colloquial expression meaning, why are you being such a bitch? Was she being such a bitch? Absolutely. From start to finish. If she had been a dude, might Silent have said the same thing to her? Absolutely. And what, might I have said the same thing to that dude? Absolutely. Do I say it about myself sometimes? Absolutely. There are two different ways to use it. One of which is genuinely offensive, and one of which is just colloquial. And for people who refuse to distinguish between the two, and instead just mistake the symbol for a thing all the time without thinking, they can go fuck themselves. For fuck's sake. Nobody was trying to delegitimize what Elise S. was saying because of her womanhood. It was just a colloquial way of saying, why are you being such a bitch? Yeah, someone left a stupid fucking comment. Pissed me off. Maybe I was about to go to bed, and then I checked the comment one last time before I went to bed, and I had to start this stream so I can shove their wrongness up their ass. The fuck? And he had the gall to say you're giving Melissa Talks a leg to stand on. Meaning what? That she can now say that I'm picking on her because she's a woman? No, fucktard. She has no legs to stand on. And you don't either. So fuck off. You know? It's frustrating. It's frustrating when retardation wins the day. It's like, no matter how you want to look at it, I'm not a misogynist. And the fact that I said maybe you are on your period doesn't make me a misogynist. No matter how much it might sound like something a misogynist would say, you have to evaluate it in context, for fuck's sake. Instead of being completely retarded. Shameful. It's shameful. I want that person to show up. I forget what their name is already. I want them to show up so I can shame them. Fuck no, I'm not having it. Well, I went to hit up Delilah for a couple of pills today, so I'm still kind of up, you know. Basically, I'm kind of on my period right now. Which means I'm not having it, right? I'm not having it. No bullshit from nobody. That's it. I'm on my period and I put up with any bullshit from anybody. It's like, I get to be on my period too, motherfuckers. For fuck's sake. And it's like, hey, you can't say anything about a woman's vagina without everybody freaking the fuck out. Fuck off. She probably was neck deep in a vaginal blood split splash party. We've all been there. You know, I've been there too. I know what it's like. It's not fun. Sometimes on my heaviest flow days, it's like, I'm an absolute CUNT. That's okay. It doesn't invalidate the legitimacy of what I'm saying, but it does explain why I'm a CUNT. For fuck's sake. So everybody who's retarded about this can just shove their retardation up their ass. Alright? People are so terrified of anything that sounds identitarian. It's ridiculous. When you're an honest, just, true, good, righteous egalitarian like me, you don't have to worry about being correctly accused of bullshit. I'm not correctly accused of bullshit ever. So when you say like, well, that kind of sounds like bullshit, but you don't even question it and you just say, therefore it's bullshit, then fuck off and stop being retarded around me. You know, it's a simple enough request. I want everybody who's being retarded around me to follow the following simple request. Fuck off and stop being so retarded around me. I don't like it. It's annoying. Welcome to Eric's neighborhood. I'm a lot like Mr. Rogers, except somewhat more alienating and aggressive in my manner. Understanding that your perspective is very TI helps me not get my FI triggered. Yeah, it's very TI. Of course it is. Obviously, I don't reduce what people say to whether or not they're on their period. But there was nothing at issue with what at least S was saying, right? It's like nobody was using that as an argument, saying, we shouldn't listen to what you're saying or give it any value because you're on your period and you're too emotional and you're a woman, or any bullshit like that. Nobody was saying anything of the sort. The only thing that he was observing was, gosh, you sure are being cunty. And she was, in no uncertain terms. So, I don't know what else to say about that. At least if it's because she's on her period, she has a reason. Otherwise, she's just being cunty for no reason at all, right? So, what's up with that? Right, and you will never catch me doing that. You will never catch me suggesting that anybody shouldn't be listened to and their words be heard because they're emotional in some way. I'm able to differentiate between the words people say and the way they say them. And I try to do everybody the respect of listening to the words they say. But it's also the case that if you're going out of your way to be a super big B to everybody, that's a reality too. And that because somebody chose to express it that way, it doesn't make them some sort of misogynist. Certainly doesn't give Melissa Talks a leg to stand on. And that's ridiculous. And shame on anyone who thinks differently. Because, okay, would it have been a whole lot better if instead of him saying, God, are you on your period, if he'd said, you sure are cunty? I mean, would that have been better? Maybe. I mean, I guess it would have been more accurate. The point is, it doesn't even link to gender, right? I'm sure he's just as likely to say that to a dude in an equivalent situation as he is to a chick. I tell dudes not to get their panties in a bunch all the time. Does that mean I think girls are dumb because they get their panties in a bunch or something? No, obviously. Well, you know, if I had it to do over again just to avoid the hubbub, I wouldn't have said it. Like I said, it's not something I ever initiate the saying of, right? It's just, the thing is, every way in which the girl responded suggested not that she wasn't on her period, and not that she objected to him referencing her period, but that he didn't know how awful periods were. So, I mean, what else is one going to conclude? What does getting your panties in a bunch mean? It means getting all hysterical about nothing, like this. Like, this commoner getting their panties all in a bunch because I said, yeah, maybe you are on your period. Because she was being a relentless cunt, you know? So what else it's like, are we that fucking sensitive? Are we really that fucking sensitive? Ridiculous. It's like, people are all, oh, about me saying that. What about her being a cunt? How about that part? Does anybody care about that part at all? And if not, why not? Is it because they're sexist? You know? It's like, I speak words of truth about somebody behaving badly, and if I don't do it exactly the right way, I'm the one who gets in trouble. What about the person I'm reporting on here, who's done something bad in the first place? Why is it that people aren't focused on that? You know, it's like, everybody freaks out because I say that, and nobody mentions or chastises her for her bad behavior. Why is that? How could that possibly be? Just in fucking bizarro world. Hi, Melting Zero. I should warn you though, at absolute zero, nothing melts. Bum 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 bum. So anyway, I've decided everyone's on their periods, and that's why they're being such yes. Melton Zero, you're on your period. Octavia Soa, you're on your period. I'm on my period. Bring it on. Who else is here? You're on your period too. Okay? And I'm going to tell everybody who arrives here that they're on their period. Just to make absolutely clear that that's fine. And let's stop being such sensitive, fucking prissy little fucks. Good advice. No, I agree with you, Octavio Silva. It is an SI thing. You're absolutely 100% correct. Okay, that the issue here is people are approaching the situation with their SI rather than taking into account the actual intention. In other words, they're not evaluating it on its merits. They're taking something they see as a symbol of something for the thing in itself and forgetting to check to see if it actually symbolizes that, you know? I said it. You're on your period, Melting Zero. That's why you're so offended. That's why I'm being such a bitch right now, too. I'm on my period. And I have my panties in a bunch. As part of America's gayest couple, these things happen to me sometimes. You know, Rachel and I do a lot of scissoring. Now that I've become a lesbian, I get a vaginal blood splash party every month, plus a piñata that says, "Hooray, I'm a lesbian," plus a 2-week instructional safety course on how to scissor, free of charge, provided by the state of California to certify me as a certified scissoring lesbian. Certified safe to scissor. Each year, over 500,000 lesbians are chopped in half during their lovemaking. I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Yeah, I got a lot of SIs, ISTJs, a lot of memories, a lot of pasts, a lot of future, a lot of presents, a lot of pasts that they have. They got a lot of reference points from a long time ago. They've got a mind full of things that have already happened. Show media, you know what your problem is? You're on your period. Were there ever any INFP presidents in history? Good question. I don't know. All I know is that you're on your period. Today I'm accusing everybody of being on their period, including myself. I wish I did know too, but I don't. All I know is that today is International Vaginal Blood Splash Party Day. Everybody's participating, everybody's invited. We're all going to be on our periods together today. If you're bitchy, don't worry about it. We're going to blame it on your period. Alright? We're learning to be not so sensitive in this episode of Talking with Trans People. We're learning that no matter what gender we are, or whether or not we are on our period, it doesn't excuse us from being a little bitch. Okay? Do I believe in circumcisions? I believe they happen. It is a bloody awful thing to say, isn't it? But, look. What's happened here talking to trans people is that all of our periods have synced. Like a bunch of people all living in the same house, it happens that way. What conspiracy theory do I believe in? I've never heard of them. It sounds awful. I don't want to hear about them. That sounds horrible. I myself am circumcised. And there's never been a day when I thought to myself, gosh, I wish I had a foreskin. But I'm quite confident that if I were uncircumcised, I would say there's never been a day when I thought, gosh, I wish that I had that part of my penis chopped off. So, it's not very telling either way, I guess. What conspiracy theory do I believe in? Well, I don't believe the official narrative on 9/11. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. My February period is your March period. So they're not the same. I should mention that the sponsor for today's episode of Talking with Famous People is Always with Wings. Always with Wings. They'll help keep the blood off of your clothes. That's what their tagline should be. Always with Wings. We help keep the blood off of your clothes. But, so what's the most important lesson here? No matter what gender you are, no matter whether you are on or off your period, that's no excuse for being a little bitch. Okay? We can all be a lot less sensitive about shit, for fuck's sake. Otherwise, you get angry Eric like this, What did he do today on International Vaginal Blood Sploosh Splash Party Day? Of course. Everything does today. It's international. Like the International Delight. And you know what, Octavia Silva? I didn't turn my back on F and GJ. F and GJ turned its back on me. By which I mean the stores stopped carrying it. It just sort of disappeared. There are some stores that carry it. I notice Vaughn's Pavilion still has it, but most stores don't carry it anymore. You correlate being able to switch between languages easily with certain types. I, as an IHP, can switch between German and easily. My ENFJ friend has more trouble with it. Well, first of all, Melting Zero, let me just say that your ENFJ friend is on his period. And after that, let me just say that I would suspect it depends on how fluent you are with each of the two languages. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. But I tell you what's not sad. I got this cool car at the toy store the other day. We did the Savers. They have bags of used toys for like $4. You do like a bunch of random used toys. So, that's where I got all my people here. On my most recent trip, I got this, in addition to this car, I got some animals like this giraffe here. He's pretty cool. And some other guys too. Got a lot of toys. Oh, we'll do it at some point. It's Sleepy Week. Right now, I'm not even really live streaming. I'm just accusing iMoxie of being on his period. His or her period. This is the important thing that we recognize. Is that today, on International Vaginal Blood Sploosh Splash Party Day, everybody's on their period. Um, some of my people have names and some of them don't. Right now, the giraffe's just Giraffe. He doesn't have a name. Alright. Alright. This is Duck Girl, obviously. This is Melanie Megan Mermaid. She has 2 names. This is Tiffany. She's lost her clothes. She can never find them. This is Mindy. She's kind of the main character. Let me turn off the filter. There it is. This is Mindy. She's basically the protagonist, okay? This is Karen, and she plays a typical Karen character. She's always getting fussy about something. Well, when Duck Girl has her period blood comes out like this in a spiral because she's got a corkscrew vagina because ducks have corkscrew penises. This girl doesn't really have a name yet, but she's like Southern hospitality girl. When I greet customers, I greet them with a big smile and a wave. She's like that kind of girl, you know? This is Tanya, the tennis player. She likes to play tennis and raise her hand. She has a sister. This is Corduroy. Corduroy is an international arms dealer. And a fount of wisdom. This is Leaky Leaky Lackey. She's a little Mexican girl. I'm Leaky Leaky Lackey. Jess, this is my present. No, you cannot see it. This girl's name is Purity. As you can see, not only does she wear a long dress, she also covers her vagina at all times with both hands to make sure she stays pure. Any appearance that may make these things look like somebody you may be familiar with is purely coincidental, let me assure you. This guy doesn't have a name yet, but he plays the role of Jordan Peterson, a serious suit professional guy. He's the straight man, you know. He didn't have a name. Maybe like Mr. Stevens or something. This is Pam. I didn't know her name was Pam until right now. Swimming Pam. She swims. I think the nameless person may be too busy slaying dragons to clean his room, but I'm not sure. This is Tanya's sister, Beatrice the ballerina. She too likes to raise her hand. This is Alan, aka Viper. He prefers you call him Viper when he's in uniform. Now where is Tina? Tina Marie. I gotta find Tina Marie because here she is. So Tina Marie is Karen's daughter, and Tina Marie is a huge aficionado of spring break, as you can see. Spring break! Ew! But Karen, her mom, is always telling her to put her top back on. But you know, she thinks it's always spring break. Look at me! Woo! Spring break! Why she doesn't have a top, I don't know. She came that way.
Hi, I'm a penguin who sounds kind of like this when I talk. Excuse me there, are you okay, human girl?
Yeah, I just passed out on the sidewalk.
Oh,
Do you know where my clothes are?
no, I'm sorry, I don't.
He talks like that. He doesn't have a name. Maybe he's like Obert. Obert the penguin. I think that's his name. Is there any other main characters we've got in here? Anyone else? Well, we got this guy. He's enthusiastic guy. Yeah! Hey guys! You ready for some fun? Yeah! Good night, Octavio. Well, I'm sorry you're creeped out so easily. But, each of these characters is one of a myriad of human archetypes that populate our universe. Right. Karen wishes she had a daughter like Purity, but instead she has Tina Marie. Like, she came home one day and Tina Marie was making out with a giraffe. And she said to the giraffe, "Shoo! Get away from here, you long-necked Lothario!" And she said, "Tina Marie, get down here right now and you tell me what you were doing with that giraffe." One of the shorts that's on the Shorts channel. If you're in the mood to keep up with the lives of these people here, you can always check out the Shorts channel. Lots of action going on over there. You know, in a recent incarnation of events with the Shorts channel, Duck Girl, Tiffany, and Mindy get dropped in the wild in a new wilderness survival show called Three Girls in the Wild. Except, at first, the producers forget about Duck Girl and they drop Tiffany and Mindy with Leaky Leaky Locky. But then Leaky Leaky Locky gets separated from them and these three are back together. Anyway, I don't want to have any spoilers. It's pretty exciting stuff. There's a lot of story you can tell in 6 seconds or so.
Woo.
Of course, Leaky Leaky Locky's the only one who's smart enough to bring any matches with her. Oh, I gave you a spoiler. Uh-oh. Now no one's gonna want to watch my show. Anyhow, my initial experiment with the doll shorts produced excellent results, I'd say, for the first 90 videos. The next experiment produced nothing. Zippo results. So, it remains to be seen whether my shorts featuring these dolls end up going anywhere, doing anything, or what, you know. Even if they don't, well, in the absence of anybody paying attention, I feel kind of liberated to do what I want, which is kind of fun. You know, no, this isn't my Gilligan's Island shirt. You know, it's really hard to add sound to shorts the way they have you make them. You have a little bit less capacity to do stuff like that. You can only add their music from their shorts library or nothing at all. In other words, they'd have to have it playing in the background, you know. It wouldn't come out mixed right. I've thought about ways of bypassing this sound issue before. Not yet, but I mean, I don't know how it's going to end yet. But I do know that there's going to be encounters with wildlife still to come. Because I've got these animals. Yeah, okay. I hear you. It would be worthwhile for me to get a microphone for the phone, a lavalier mic, basically. It plugs into your phone hole. No, well, they're not having sound problems. It's like, let's say I want to put one of my own songs underneath something. Like I want to do a short with, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. I'm rich, I'm the best and the greatest, right? But there's no way to put that song underneath your short without. I don't want to tease stuff right now. I don't want to tease stuff. Just let's not. And yeah, Boba Fett, I appreciate it. Whatever it is I'm doing now, everybody's always telling me, this other thing you do or did before was great. Everybody's saying, I don't want you to do what you're doing now. Well, at least on the Shorts channel, I feel free and liberated. Nobody's watching them, fine. If I'm going to get 0 views, fine, I can do what I want. You know? There's nobody telling me what to do. And my couch on a hill? No, it's just the camera's meowed a little bit. You want me to straighten it? I recently tightened that thing. It's hard to turn now. Well, everybody's a critic. Yeah, well, I like doing what I want, you know? I don't know what to tell you. I'm still running my experiment. Results are inconclusive because the first experiment run was very positive results. Second experiment run had very negative results. So I'm doing a third run, you know, and maybe more. If I enjoy it, I'll just keep doing it. You know, it's like um, I've already got a big pile of those little doll shorts, and maybe you don't like them, maybe you do. I don't know. It's the sort of thing I could imagine myself watching, sort of pleasantly short attention. But if it's not the sort of thing you can imagine watching, then don't watch it. I'm also kind of trying to figure out the shorts feed. Like, what's the deal there? Some of my videos, some of my shorts clearly get no chance on the shorts feed. They get like 1 view, 0 views. So it's not like they're taking some quality of it in determining whether it makes the feed or not. That for those ones anyway. There's additionally the reality that I have more and less edited shorts, so I can edit the shit out of them. I can make them so I move the people a little bit between each line so that it's more movement and stuff. I don't see any correlation with those ones doing better. And in fact, they seem kind of stilted and weird. So I'm not sure it works better. It's an ongoing experiment in progress. I like the concept because I get to have actors without having to have actors, you know? I also like the idea of shorts because on some level it seems like, at least in an ideal world, my shorts get evaluated simply on their merits without any relationship to me. Because being me, looking like me, and carrying some baggage that goes along with being outspoken and meowy. You might call me somewhat meowy. Well, with the shorts feed, you get no information about the person who uploaded it, basically. You know, it's like... So, hopefully, YouTube's having those things succeed or fail on their merits. I don't know. We'll find out. I like playing with dolls. So, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Anybody want to come at me about it? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just playing with dolls. No, I'm not still alive. I'm live again. Only live for 45 minutes. Yeah, I am in a gay couple. That's true. It's funny. I only sometimes want Rachel to play dolls with me, though. Sometimes I just want to play by myself. Like when we were outside and we were playing Being Lost in the Woods, it was fun. And I'm not just playing with them, okay? I'm making shorts. I wouldn't just play with them if I weren't making something. I mean, maybe I'd like make a joke with one of them to Rachel or something, but it's not like I would sit around and play with them by myself for no reason. I need a reason to play with them. And that reason is I'm making a funny little video. Or just a fun little video. Maybe a nice little video, you know? It's 1:35 a.m. Hi, Trouble Bubble. What's going on, buddy? See you later, Christine. I gotta go here pretty quick, too. You know why? For the purpose of sleeping. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. Eric, are you really gonna go to sleep? Yeah. With my sleeping eyes. I'm gonna use my sleeping eyes. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. Things you don't want to hear said about your penis. That's a good, good family feud question. I mean, if you're too thwacked out, show me to you, you can't get it up. No matter how horns you are. No matter how many horns you got on top of your head. You make a good point, Melson Zero. Hey, Silent, by the way, I mean to tell you this, both at you too. Both of you guys are on your periods. So just deal with it. I don't have any Addy. I'm out of Addy. I'm out of Addy like the day after St. Patty. If you got a popsicle stick and some string, you can manage to get it up in any situation. Oh. Well, good for him. Don't you think it's pronounced Silthrint? How do I make it bigger? Silthrint? I don't know what Silthrint is. Clowny's bad. I'm not taking no Clowny tonight. I took a couple Clownies the last couple of days. But I'm not taking one tonight. I felt the need to get some serious sleep last couple of nights, so I Clownied up. So I just want everybody to know that Silent is on his period. Okay? Everybody quick, freak out. Quick. Everybody freak out. I said that Silent was on his period. Well, that's probably just because I'm on my period. And I really am on my period right now. It's like, oh no you didn't. I'm full of oh no you didn't. I'm like an Oprah audience. You think, Boba Fett? Are you ever not online? I don't think you're ever asleep. Well, let's sing a couple sleeping songs, then we're going to bed. You know? It's a vaginal blood sploosh splash party tonight. It's a vaginal blood sploosh splash party, and you're invited to join in the fun. The vaginal fun, splooshing and splashing around in the sun. A vaginal blood sploosh splash party tonight. Now that our periods have all sunk up together, we can enjoy a splashing time. Let the vaginal blood fill up this big old tub, and then we'll join together and rhyme. Vaginal blood sploosh splash party tonight. I'll be splooshing and splashing, we'll have a bloody fight. I'll say Marco, you'll answer Polo, and together we'll have fun. Fun times at the vaginal blood sploosh splash party. Don't compare me to Adam Sandler. That makes me sad. Please don't compare me to Adam Sandler. That makes me sad. Not so much that I dislike Adam Sandler, it's that I find him bad. Not always, but most of the time, I don't find his comedic times worth my attention. He seems more than a little two-dimensional. I don't know, I don't like Adam Sandler. He makes me feel like this. That's what Adam Sandler makes me feel like. Put the giant in vagina. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get to Marjorie's tater tots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business. Thinking now about what he'll call Christmas when they hire his firm to change that name. You'll always have to be chance enough to return to the work left rough. He'd get back to it eventually, but his visions piled up and his plans would interrupt all the work that started off so hopefully. Now his mind is back on his business, thinking of changing fact list to list list. So how all the people would shout his name. And Gerald knows he understands everything right now. He won't provide explanation regarding why or how. He'll see you and know you from inside your heart. Exciting, delighting, Gerald plays his part. And Gerald still knew there's too much to do. He dropped time in the interview. Too much to rebut. So where now and what? Or too much time spent nitpicking the skew with you. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get to Marjorie's tasty spots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business. Thinking now about what's called Christmas. When he hires that firm to change that name. Gerald has a thought. Going to the loaf, up mountain, going to the loaf, far from the city below. Going to the loaf, up mountain, going to the loaf, far from the city below. Out and down on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. Mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. Going to the loaf, up mountain, going to the loaf, far from the city below. Going to the loaf, up mountain, going to the loaf. Travelers windy road, round sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. Mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on the tree. Man, my voice is shot to hell. Shot to hell in a handbasket. As they say in hell and handbasket land. Mother, can we visit hell and handbasket land? No. I can never remember how to play this song, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody yet to show. Place the slabs below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue and tears gnashing through. Holy slabs come to view. Unchangingly true and eternally new. When the Pope appears in charge today, options at large show other ways. Give each a chance now. One's quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork. It's not easy stopping short. Too far along to turn around. Perhaps a better course was headed ever north. Now there's a better force. Enemy ground. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody yet to show. Place the slabs below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue and tears gnashing through. Holy slabs come to view. Unchangingly true. Eternally new. But when the slope appears in charge today, options at large show other ways. Give each a chance now. One's quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork, not easy stopping short, too far along to turn around. Perhaps the better course was headed ever north. Now there's a better fourth enemy ground. It was 100,000 million years ago. Yeah, I fucked it up as usual. Well, that's why they call me Eric Failure Strauss. Because if there's one thing I know how to do, it's fail. When I was younger, it seemed like everything gleamed. I don't know what happened to me, but I've lost that sense of urgency, and I don't think that I'll ever see it again. If you follow my lead, you'll discover I'm loster than you. And you'll wanna know the way to get back out to wherever it was you thought you knew. Tomorrow will be just like today. I'll be lost then too. It's a matter of mood as much as a matter of will. And the things I do and the direction I point to still seem a part of me, though departedly. And I wonder if I'll ever see them again. Bum-ba-dee-da, ba-dee-da-dee-da, ba-ba-dee-da, da-da-doo. Bum-ba-dee-da, ba-dee-da-da-da, ba-ba-dee-da, da-da-da. It makes me feel consumed by the winds of weariness. As the years pile atop one another, one after the other, like melons on top of a great pile of melons, each squishing the ones below it a little bit more. So are the days of my life. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful time. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, such a fabulous old friend. Well, it's wonderful kitty, bedding time again. Just let me bed you, don't walk away. It's bedding time. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulous mess I've never encountered before, and I want to pet my wonderful kitty some more. Just let me That song's called Wonderful, Wonderful Kitty. Hope you enjoyed it. It's about a very special friend of mine named Wonderful, Wonderful Kitty. Boba Fett, I don't know the answer to your question. Is it frogs? It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Will someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I've got something to say. Life can strangely be forgetting to those who stay awake all night, but voices mostly say to give in. They'll try to sap your will to buy, but whether I'm supposed to be here or just be soon forgotten, noise is sort of based on what I see here and also on what I avoid. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Will someone buy us some more time? Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I've got something to say, something to say. No problem, Bobby son. Don't forget to hang loose and rock and roll, especially the time of the month when we're all on our periods. Gotta make sure to do both in those instances. I gotta say that was a pretty good rendition of that song. I usually play it pretty well, but I was really feeling it. I was even performing a bit, you know. Go to Chinatown and make some bloggage. Okay, alright. Hey, look at me, I'm in Chinatown. Yar, nobody watches those videos. Unfortunately. Anyway, I love you all with all my heart. And if you die before you wake, I hope the Lord your soul will take. And if I die before I wake, something's gone wrong. Terribly, terribly wrong. Everybody just turn off the world and restart it, because something's gone terribly wrong. Thank you, Boba Fett. You're the best. You're my hero. Have a good evening, everybody. Don't forget to dream about eating plenty of cheese.